And so the Bitcoin bulls continue to rally, pushing up upon the $12,000 region right here, right now. But my friends, may this in fact just be a bull trap, and is a mega dump potentially looming here in the shadows? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the action we're seeing inside the chart right now. Grandma's cookies and a bottle of yo-ho-ho. Yet again, another bullish engulfing candle here on the 4-hour time frame, ripping through prior resistance levels like a hot knife through butter. And my friends, right here, right now, the question becomes, are we entering the zone where the biggest dump in recent history may actually present itself? Or right now, are we seeing signs that the bulls may be ready to take this thing to new yearly highs? So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame. As previously stated, Bitcoin just absolutely ripped through this prior resistance zone where we could have seen some serious action. The prior two times that we've tested into this box here, we've had our biggest dumps of the recent trend, right? We had a rally here which failed and led us all the way down to the low $9,000 region. Then we reclimbed, had a double Fibonacci, if you will, before plunging yet again down into the low $9,000 region. And now, after we retested this level here briefly, the market got a little scared before we got into this box, sold off just a little bit, but then the bulls rallied back with a vengeance, said nah, resistance, and cut through it like a hot knife through butter. But where do we find ourselves now? This is the real question, right? All of this, it's already happened. What we have to understand now is where the trend is in terms of the structure, what the indicators look like, and what the potential flow and momentum of the market is right now, although the bulls have shown some nice buying pressure here. Let's get this crypto. So back here, 14,000, the blow off top of our parabolic bull run from the end of the bear market, right? After that, we had a blow off top, a rally, and we stuck in a lower high, right? So this was not what you wanted to see, because this was confirmation that for at least the time being, the parabola was coming to an end, right? It could not sustain more buying pressure to the upside to eclipse the $14,000 high. So now we have this trend line here, right? Which is just a trend line purely from the two prior peaks here, and that is downward trending right now. The line is lined up exactly where we are at right now, but there's also something else to consider. Now, the structure of this trend, right, was a higher high, then to a low, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and now this whole area that we're in now is starting to look like the trend could be changing. But also, we have to keep in mind that we are amidst a larger structure here. So bear with me. I'm going to try and keep this as concise as possible. So as we were creating these lower lows, right, for the first time now, this dump to 9,100, albeit it was very close to the prior low, can even be categorized as a relative double bottom. We did not create a lower low, right? That's a difference in the structural component of the trend and this downward sloping channel. So we did not create a lower low, And for the first time now, we've created a higher high, eclipsing our prior high right there at roughly 11,100. Let's get this crypto. So we do have two structural changes right now. That is, we did not create a lower low, and we now have created a higher high. Textbook bullish, per classical technical analysis theory. But then we have this overwhelming downward sloping resistance line from the $14,000 high, and then our failed attempt to reclimb to that level at around 13,100. And that's where we are right here, right now. And this range actually is quite interesting because we have the downward sloping resistance line, but we also over here have a ton of historic price action that may now just act as some resistance, right? We can see there's a ton of confluence all within this region, right? So, looking at the candles, I see that this range could pose as a rejection point for the trend here. Now, if we pull up the RSI on the 4-hour, clearly, ladies and gentlemen, we are very overextended at this time. We are at an 80 at the time of recording. Rather, it just actually went up to an 81. We all know overbought begins at 70. We are currently at an 80. Let's flip over to the 1-hour. We've gone up as high as an 85 here, currently at a 72 at the time of recording. If we go over to the daily, we can see that we are climbing right now very high at a 64, not overextended yet, but we all know that the overbought territory begins only 6 points away here. And now if we look at the weekly, I just want this to be clear here as well. The weekly right now is just right at overextended territory, currently at a 69.5 at the time of recording. Let's get this crypto. So the majority of my important RSI metrics are overextended or flirting with being overextended right here, right now. If we look at the NVT, which you guys know has been something that I've been monitoring for months and months on end here as well. So this is a very unique time here for the NVT, as historically, when we look back on this indicator all the way back many years ago, after a prolonged period of sustaining above the 150 level, which is what makes this red here, right? Red is when it's above 150. Once we've gone back down below this line in a sharp decline, this has really pulled the market back very far. I mean, you could see that one is 74%, that one was 51%, but right now this looks very unique here, as you don't see this often, that you start to go below this line in a harsh sell-off, right? This whole area here fit the exact characteristic of a sharp, heinous decline, just like the prior ones. I mean, it looks almost identical, but now it appears that, at least for the time being, this is trying to find a bottoming pattern here and retest back up into the 150 range. Savage, heinous, and a borderline ludicrous inverse debacle, if you do in fact ask me. This would, in my opinion, be very uncharacteristic here. If the NVT does happen to pop up back above this level and start to go overextended again, that's not something we've seen often here, and that is why I always preach it. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Technical analysis is just to monitor past price action and how traders were acting at that point in time around certain levels with certain indicators, etc., to get an idea of how they could respond again in the future. By no means is technical analysis a crystal ball. I mean, many don't understand this. When you get these degenerates that bought their first $25 worth of Bitcoins, Kirby, and I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. You get these clowns and degenerates that don't even understand, ladies and gentlemen, how trading works. They don't understand technical analysis. They want a fortune teller. They should call up the psychic hotline, ladies and gentlemen. 99 cents a minute. Have them rub that crystal ball. Put on whatever it is they're going to put over their head and their eyes, and you wander their fingers all around in the air. Woo-hoo-hoo, James. Let me take a look at your poop coin, because I think that one day you... They can go do whatever they want, ladies and gentlemen. But on this stream, you get real technical analysis, real market ideology, and a sound, fundamental, and technical basis for what's going on in the market. I'm no fortune teller. I'm no future predictor. What I am is a trader that looks for high probability, high reward, low risk trade setups that allows me to tentatively continue to crush the market over and over again long term. You guys know, if you are subscribed here, I took a short in this region with a tight stop loss, right? And why was that? Because this range had proven over and over again to be a zone where we've seen resistance come in, right? And you guys should know, if you are subscribed here or you are in my VIP, I shorted this one right here all the way down, shorted this one right here all the way down, and now I took a short right here, tight stop loss, didn't work out. That's it, on to the next trade, right? That's how trading works, right? I didn't predict the future. I just saw that the price action here many times in the past has acted as resistance and support flips. It had already worked for me twice beautifully. I mean, for massive movements to the downside here. I took a chance here, very tight stop loss, get stopped out, boom, I'm on to my next trade now. So here comes the part where are we going to see this dump come in, right? I've already shown you that the RSIs are overextended, right? I've shown you that. I showed you now that this downward sloping trend line is here. I've shown you that this range here is of massive historic price action confluence. If we get through this zone, ladies and gentlemen, things could get very interesting here. And I don't mean from a bearish perspective, because I think I've outlined for you really that if there is going to be a spot that the mega dump occurs, it's going to be somewhere, you know, at least for me, ladies and gentlemen, at least for me, put it this way, underneath this red box up here, you know, 13,400, because I still am under the impression here that this range does have a lot of potential to be a bull trap. I stated this on yesterday's stream if you are subscribed. This range here for me is where a lot of liquidity is going to enter the market, right? Because this can get James at the water cooler very bullish in here, right? And the thing is sure, it could look like it's bullish again, but what you have to understand is that a lot of liquidity left the market down here, right? The order books got thin. So now that the order books are going to start to fill up with a lot of buy orders stacked in here, this does provide the opportunity for market movers and whales to be able to dump their bags, you know, without really crushing the order book, right? They can sell a lot of Bitcoin without crushing the order book, right? So for me right now, I'm monitoring the market 24/7, 365. I'm ready to get aggressive. Like I said, I took a chance on a short here yesterday, took a little stop loss out, minuscule loss, and now I'm ready to get into my next position. I see that right now we are at the precipice here for what's probably going to be an epic movement. If we are to go to the upside, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I see right now that we have just passed our 0.5 Fibonacci extension, right? So what would the next logical target be per the fibs? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. For me, ladies and gentlemen, it would be the 0.618 Fibonacci extension, which is roughly up there at about 13,400. And if we are to get to this level, right, we would still be right at my box of resistance, which I was just saying. The parabola could continue, right? We still are on a parabolic trajectory right now. It actually appears that we might be in the blow-off phase of this right now. You see this candle here just took off, right? And this is what happens in these trends. The parabola picks up towards the end, right? Just let's look at the 2017 bull market for a second, right? The parabola goes strong, and then right at the end, whoosh, it becomes like a straight vertical line up, and that is something like we're seeing right now on the 4-hour time frame. In my opinion, we might be going into that blow off top phase here, which may perfectly coincide with this red box of resistance up here, you know, all the way up to our prior high. Let's get this crypto. So if we were to get to that 0.618 golden Fibonacci extension, you know, up in this vicinity here and then get rejected, that would be very normal and expected for me here, right? Blow off top of parabola and a rejection. We're going to have to watch and see, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I'm ready to crush the market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can, while Average Joe and James at the water cooler get wrecked, cry to Don Carbonaccio each and every day. These people, they need a therapist, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not cry to me. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to offer you when you cry to me. Okay, if you're losing trades, if you're you just can't handle the swings of this market. I can't help you, my friend. I mean, every day people make like I'm their therapist. I'm not your therapist. You know, that you need someone else for that, not me. Trading you become numb to this, right? When you do this each and every day, right? I've been in this market a long time, ladies and gentlemen. I trade each and every swing, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. When you trade, there are losses, right? I mean, you shouldn't have emotion. If you have emotion still, when you're making trades, sweating, trembling, it feels like a life or death situation. You've not become disciplined enough yet, and you're treating this like a casino game. That is not wise. If you're treating it like that, you're likely just going to get wrecked long term by those like myself who don't treat it like that. That they treat it more so just each and every day, normal business, right? You know you're going to lose some trades. You shouldn't be risking your entire account on trades that if you have one loss, it's the end of the world. That is absolutely heinous. That is not how winning traders trade. And if you're trading like that, you're going to lose and continuously give profits to those who are not trading like that. It's just basic psychology. So I've seen many people freaking out right now over this move. I think that this whole range here has the potential to be a bull trap, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. And the fact is that it's going to provide a lot of liquidity in here. And the whales may take this opportunity to sell off some of their stack. Does this mean the price has to crash all the way down? Absolutely not. But we may still be, the whole point here is that we may still just be in a bearish structure, right? That's the point I'm trying to get across, is that even if we have a parabolic rally all the way up to this region, right? Which, let's just look at it for fun, right? It would be essentially, a 45% movement up to that golden Fibonacci extension. And then we could continue the bearish structure, right? And the thing is that you have to understand there's a difference between swings and long-term bullish or long-term structures. Right now, until this high is eclipsed there at roughly 14,000, we are still in a bearish structure, right? Especially without even eclipsing right now this high here at roughly 13,200 or 300. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not even near there yet, right? Currently, at the time of recording, we're still over 10% away from that high, let alone the macro high. So for me right now, I think there's a lot of over-exuberance in here, and I think a lot of people are going to get burned. We can see that on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we've actually gone back now into greedy territory for the first time in quite some time here. And the thing is for me, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to put it on your radar that there could be a dump coming. Also, we could run all the way up to this region. Maybe we surpass it. But the thing is that Bitcoin loves to do these crocodile tooth pattern formations, right? You should all know this, right? Crocodile Dada has come back into this market. We've had them all along the way here. Crocodile up, crocodile down, crocodile up, crocodile down, and right now we are crocodile tooth pattern forming right here yet again. And generally how these things work is they crocodile again. I mean, we see it all the time here in this market. This is Bitcoin. It's very parabolic. It's very very, very volatile, and this is why it's so prosperous for those that are swing trading, right? And I am going to be keeping you all updated in VIP with every single trade I make in real time to the exact second. I keep you up to date around the clock 24/7 with all my trades. Every time I formulate a strategy for myself, I post it for you in VIP. When I'm entering my trades, when I'm exiting my trades, when I'm taking my profits, etc., I post it all for you 24/7 in VIP. Shout out to my VIPs and shout out to all of my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. So the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that yes, we are looking nice and parabolic right now, but you just have to understand that for me, where we are at right now, this whole range here, the next 12% or so, has the ability to be one gigantic bull trap, in my opinion. Doesn't mean that there isn't gains to be had in here. It just means that there's a probability, in my opinion, that this could all still be macro bearish and we could continue our downtrend, right? let's get this crypto. So right now I'm formulating my strategy to crush this. I see that there is right now probably going to be some potentially life-changing trading opportunities looming in the shadows here, whether that's we go up and get caught in a bull trap and then reject, or we go up, find support here, and continue to blast to new highs. I'm prepared for either scenario, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I play the market whichever way I feel has the highest probability for success. I go long and I go short. And I'm going to keep you updated with every trade I make in VIP. So shout out to my VIPs. I will keep you updated there in real time with every single trade I make here. I do not like to miss out on potentially life-changing trading opportunity. I like to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. And I'm going to keep you all updated there with every trade as I make my entries and take my profits in real time. Let's get this crypto. So these moon boys here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure the tribalism is going to come back out today. Oh, Kirby, well, we're up so much, and you, and we're going to the moon. Ladies and gentlemen, these moon boys, they can keep crying. They can keep crying. Because when they come onto this stream, when they come into the house that Don Carbonaccio built, they can like it or they don't like it. But either way, they better learn to love it. Because this stream right here is the best thing going inside the cryptocurrency space today. Let's get this crypto. Diamonds are forever, and so is Don Carbonaccio. Sheesh. So when the sun rises in the east and sets in the west on these moon boy degenerates, are you going to be the one that crushes this market? Or are you going to be the one that gets crushed? The choice is yours. Don't get caught like a deer in the headlights here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be taking that trip to Wreck City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you all in VIP right now. Shout out to my VIPs and shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. I'm ready to crush this market. Are you? Let's get this crypto. Guys, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Today is the day. I'm ready to crush this market. Are you? Let's get this crypto. I'll see you all in VIP right now. Shout out to my VIPs and shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.